edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Titans kicker Stephen Gosselin to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Looking to throw it. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll get a turn and give this to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
the tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And that is incomplete.
Tannehill's pass intended for...
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
22-yard.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your...
Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. 3rd down here.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 16, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Titans getting set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he well, and that one's incomplete.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you can...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Jaguars nothing.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down now, it's Henry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete. What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
James Robinson.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fielded at the 33. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
Take over 1st and 10.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
On the tackle.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill over the middle to Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The previous play is under review.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Minshew. And Eifert has it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the...
Now Tannehill. Smith catches left side. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Tannehill throwing again. Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 31 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Stephen
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Derrick Henry muscle his way through a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10. At their own.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Henry pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Play to play.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
By the Jaguars.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Minshew on target here to Chark. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Let's go.
Again, it's Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation? From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's a gain of 3.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Minshew to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew to the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, his second sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 21.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daquan Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, Minshew. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Shark.
Minshew.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Jaguar, first down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Minshew complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a run.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Harold Landry, his 2nd sack of the night. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.